Name is Timothy Ray Laban. The name of the shop is the Good Roll Shop and Gallery. Started it in 2013 with me and my wife just wanted to start a skate shop. And we were started in Ellicott City in a really small space, talking 240 square feet, and we're now in 1,780. So the expansion's already started, and eventually we're gonna have a skate park. In the skate market, we provide a lot more hands-on stuff. All the companies that carry are American-made. They're pretty down-home stuff they can relate to. It's not as crazy commercialized as a lot of other stuff, which kind of gives them a little bit more of individuality when they're out there riding a board. We're carrying art-specific stuff since we are also an art gallery. I want to make sure that the artists get a little bit of love when it comes to skateboards. Growing up in skateboarding, you had to know the artist of the graphic, and that kind of died out when it just became the name of the board and stuff like that. And there's a lot of hard-working people out there that put time and effort in for us to skate it and destroy it. So I wanted to try to carry stuff that was a little bit more on the art side, just to give a little bit more respect to the business itself. So I'm a really picky person when it comes to art. I've been collecting for a long time, but it always has to be a quality-based thing. I'm not going to carry it if it's junk. There's so many things that people want me to carry that I will not let in my door because it's junk. And I don't care if it would make me more money. So I can tell you that. I could carry any company. And I do carry a lot of companies, but I only carry, like, if I carry a company, it's either artist owned, artist driven, or it's a limited run. Big on local, man. I try to support, if I know you, I'm definitely trying to give you some love. If you're in the area, I'm trying to hook you up, because I think kids need to understand where everything comes from. And also, in the sense of, like you mentioned, shop boards, it's like shop boards, then you move up to like a local board, pay a little bit more, but you're giving a little bit more respect to that local area. And then you eventually move into like the higher end logo based stuff, and that's just a progression of just like anything else. So it's so easy to just carry everything. Right. And that's just not who I want to be. You know, I'm not going to say something that I don't believe in. You know, I'm not going to tell you something that I don't believe in. I'm not going to say buy these trucks if they're junk just because the magazine told you to buy them. So.
My name is Robert Dass, and I am the sole proprietor of Robert Dass Real Estate Appraisal. My company was founded in 1990. After I was working for somebody for a few years and decided to go on my own. I'm responsible for my own survival and my own failures, if that were the case. This is what has never come out of a client's mouth. Oh, I know you do it for the least amount of money. That's never ever come out. I'm not the cheapest person. That I probably charge more than most of my competitors, and with that, you're getting a quality product. There are other my competition. Some of them charge a lot less than what I do, but I'm confident that my work is better than theirs, so I don't feel that I should lower myself to them. When they call me, and any of my clients call me, they know exactly what they're getting. What they're looking for is just a no-nonsense, no BS type of situation, and that's what I hear constantly from my clients, is that say, Bob, we called you because we need you to provide this service, and we know that you're one of the few people that we can rely on to do it properly. When you have a small business and you work for yourself, you don't get rewards like a large company. You don't get that end of the year watch. You don't get that trophy or saying you're the best employee, or you don't get many pats on the back or accolades. It's just, if you're good, you get continued work, and there's no, and that only can come through people's trust in you.
Hi, I'm Jacob Cecil. I own with my wife Almanac Industries, and we are a letterpress printing and fabric, paper, and leather accessories maker. Really kind of there's two sides to what we do. The bulk of our year-round work is letterpress printing, so we do custom wedding invitations, stationery, business cards. We work with a lot of graphic designers as their printing service. We also do craft shows where we sell our goods, and we kind of, you know, are this handmade, made in America. We've done a lot of menswear shows, and so those tend to be seasonal, and so we're trying to get away from those craft shows and more towards wholesale. So we're reaching out to stores to try to get our products in them so that we, you know, really can spend the majority of our time making in our studio. Another way that we have sought to expand our business and like reaching out to stores is really trying to utilize the resources that we have in our community. We live in Baltimore City, our studio is there. We've made a lot of connections in the city, you know, local restaurants that we've done business for, you know, going back to people that we went to school with and reaching out to them. And that's brought some really great opportunities. We did a little kind of craft show at the headquarters for Anthropologie and Urban Outfitters, and ended up speaking to one of their accessories buyer, and they ended up carrying our iPad sleeve on their website. One of the most important things and things that's really central to Almanac Industries is the kind of artisanal quality of our products, that they are handmade. The printed work that we do, whether it's our own prints or stationery or a business card or a wedding invitation, you know, every sheet of paper is hand fed for every color. You know, all of the inks are mixed by hand to match a swatch. Every piece of leather good is hand stitched. You know, even the images that become printed are often hand drawn or hand designed. I think, you know, for guys, something like a wallet is a very personal thing. And, you know, I've had guys turn in their binder clip when they buy a wallet from me because that's what they've been using, because they haven't found one that works for them. So I try to really listen to our customers and figure out what they want, and that can lead to new designs or reworking an existing design. We also try to, again, you know, keep true to our vision. You know, when you look at our product line, there's consistent colors and patterns that we use to try to make a statement and to try to create a brand. And so giving them an opportunity to showcase their personality with a color choice or with a pattern choice. In the last 7 years or so, I see a bigger demand from a whole range of people for things made in the US, things made by hand. People are very aware of the things that they bring into their life and that those things represent them, that those things are responsible in terms of how the materials are sourced or how they're made. And so I think, you know, we've found that aligning Almanac with a kind of movement about made in the US and a movement about being handmade has really helped us be successful and connect with a lot of people, and finding customers that really want that really, you know, are willing to pay more for it, are willing to support, you know, a business that's smaller, as opposed to something that they can get cheaper and, you know, from a company that's at a larger scale.